All right, welcome back, brothers and sisters. This is a day. We have the Pro 2A Second Amendment, all the goodness executive orders that Trump just dropped. Guys, we're talking seconds ago. Make sure as you're getting in here, you're sending this out to everyone. You are following me at BradenLOA on X. You are posting this everywhere. Tag me if you want, because what we've got right now, guys, is the executive orders that support the Second Amendment. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. This is what we've been waiting for. Make sure, guys, you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you are here for more of what I'm about to show you, and send this everywhere. It's all linked right down there in the description box. Make sure we've got audio. We are good to go. Let's go, baby. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm really amped about this one. I'm pretty stoked. Okay. So I'm going to go through this in two ways. As you guys are filtering in, we do have the executive orders. Okay. I'm going to read you what they've released on the Tampa Free Press, which is right here in front of you. And again, you can see it timestamped February 7th, 2025. That is current. And then I'm going to read you some stuff that I can't quite show you on screen. Trust me, it's for a reason. Everything that I can show you is linked because we got some source stuff I got to protect there. But guys, make sure you send this one out, you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, because that is how you get this everywhere. We have been waiting, and here we go. Okay. Get it. Let's get it. We got enough people in here. Let's go. I'm just going to read this as it comes out, okay? Again, let me hear you in the comments. Landing planes, all the things. I'm excited. President Donald Trump has signed an executive order aimed at safeguarding the Second Amendment rights of American citizens. The order, titled Protecting Second Amendment Rights, directs the Attorney General to review and address potential infringements on the right to keep and bear arms that may have occurred during the Biden administration. Remember that whole thing that he said in his campaign? We're going to rip it out by the root. Okay, let's keep going. In the order, President Trump emphasized the foundational importance of the Second Amendment, calling it an indispensable safeguard of security and liberty. And I'm going to read you the document in a second. He stated that the right to keep and bear arms is essential for protecting families, preserving freedoms, and maintaining all other rights enshrined in the Constitution. This is why you guys put in the work. This is why you held the line for this moment right here. We have them. Let's get it. All right, quote. The Second Amendment has preserved the right of the American people to protect ourselves, our families, and our freedoms since the founding of our great nation. The order reads, because it is the foundational to maintaining all other rights held by Americans, the right to keep and bear arms must not be infringed. The executive order, and this is some of the highlights that I'm going to read right on screen with you. The executive order outlines a comprehensive plan to identify and rectify any actions that may have undermined Second Amendment rights over the past 4 years. Oh, there's a few of them. Let's go. Review of executive actions. This is a big one. If you're just now getting in here, guys, pinch yourselves. You are awake. These are the executive orders that are Pro 2A. Send this everywhere. All right. The Attorney General is tasked with examining all orders, regulations, guidance, plans, international agreements, and other actions taken by federal agencies from January 2021 through January of 2025. The review will assess whether these actions infringe on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens under the guise of promoting safety. I'll save y'all some time. You don't need 30 days. They did. Let's keep going. Focus on firearms regulations. The order specifically directs the Attorney General to review rules promulgated by the Department of Justice, including those by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, policies related to the enhanced regulatory enforcement of firearms and federal firearms licensees, reports issued by the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, classifications of firearms and ammunition by federal agencies. Oh my God, this is a dream. The processing of applications to make, manufacture, transfer, or export firearms. That just hit 6 months of the content that we covered on this channel. Right there. Let's continue, though. Litigation positions. The Attorney General is also instructed to evaluate the positions taken by the United States in ongoing and potential litigation that could affect Americans' abilities to exercise their Second Amendment rights. That is a threat and a promise shot right over the bow of the ATF with the existing litigation that is being fought with things like pistol braces, bump stock bans, ghost guns, all the different export-import treaties, all of it. Right there. It's in here. Number 3. All right. Number 4, development of a plan of action. Within 30 days, the Attorney General must present a proposed plan of action to the President through the Domestic Policy Advisor to address any identified infringements on Second Amendment rights. The plan will then be finalized and implemented in coordination with the Domestic Policy Advisor. Yep, that is Beautiful. Guys, make sure you are sending this one out right now. We got 1,600 people in here. Let's go, baby. Let's get it, because this is how we do this. And I am so amped to be able to bring this to you, because this is breaking as of a minute ago. All right, so this is the part I'm going to leave right up here on this little top title, so I can read the part that I can't show you. I'm just going to tell you some stuff that I got on the back end. Okay, just bear with me. This is the actual verbiage, because right there was a summation. Protecting Second Amendment rights. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. 1. Purpose. The Second Amendment is an indispensable safeguard of security and liberty. It has preserved the right of American people to protect ourselves, our families, and our freedoms since the founding of our great nation. Because it is foundational to maintaining all of the rights held by Americans, the right to keep and bear arms must not be infringed. 2. The plan of action. And this is where all the details come in, because they didn't really hit all of them here. Watch this. Within 30 days, the date of this order, the Attorney General shall examine all orders, regulations, guidance, plans, international agreements, and other actions of executive departments and agencies to assess any ongoing infringements of the Second Amendment rights of our citizens and present a proposed plan of action to the President through the Domestic Policy Advisor to protect the Second Amendment rights of all Americans. And here's the subpoints. B. In developing such proposed plan of action, the Attorney General shall review at a minimum. Point 1. All presidential and agencies' actions from January 21 through 25 that purport to promote safety but have infringed on the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding citizens. 2. Rules promulgated by the Department of Justice, including the ATF, from January 21 to January 2025 pertaining to firearms. So that's, again, that same time frame. That's a little bit more of a detail. Agencies' plan. This is number 3. Agencies' plans, orders, and actions regarding the so-called enhanced regulatory enforcement policy pertaining to firearms or federal firearms licensees. 4. Reports and related documents issued by the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. So again, these are more of the details that are coming from the source I have that I can't share with you, but that's a little bit more than what they've given you here, okay? Now we're getting to 5. The positions taken by the United States in any and all ongoing and potential litigation that affects or could affect the ability of the Americans to exercise their Second Amendment rights. That's a big one. 6. Agencies' classifications of firearms and ammunition. So the classifications, that's a big one. That's ATF. They live there for the definition world forever. 7. The processing of applications to make, manufacture, transfer, or export firearms. That export part is huge, because remember all the import-export bans that Biden was doing through the White House? That's another piece of it. Section 3, implementation. Upon submission of the proposed plan of action described in Section 2 of this order, the Attorney General shall work with the Domestic Policy Advisor to finalize the plan of action and establish a process of implementation. Section 4, general provisions, and this is the last section here. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect 1. The authority granted by law to an executive department, agency, or the head of, the functions of the Director of the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, and legislative proposals. B. Well, now we're on B. This order shall be implemented consistent with applicable law and subject to the availability of appropriations, so that's the money part of it. And C. This order is not intended to and does not create any right or benefit, substantive or procedural, enforceable at law or in equity by any party in the United States, its departments, agencies, entities, its officers, employees, or agencies, or any other person. Guys, what we have waited for 4 years was just dropped. If you're just now getting in here, because right now there's around 2,000 of you in this stream, guys, please send this one out. If you're new here, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, follow me on X at BradenLOA. This is what we've been waiting for. I mean, guys, I will jump in there and we will go to town on this. But if you're just now coming in, we've got a 4-point executive order coming that is supporting the Second Amendment, basically bashing the ATF over the head. The DOJ with the AG has to look at all this stuff, and it has to be done within 30 days. Guys, this is amazing. And so a question here that just came in, can we trust Pam Bondi? Guys, that's really, really clear. This was not a vague order. This is a very specific order. This is more Trump say, Pam do kind of situation. But now let's jump into the rest of this article right here, because there's a few things I want to hit on that I actually kind of like. I'm just going to keep on going with you guys. President Trump's executive order reflects his administration's commitment to protecting constitutional rights and rolling back what he described as overreach by the previous administration. That's an understatement. Quote, for too long, the Second Amendment has been under attack by those who seek to undermine our freedoms. Yep, President Trump said in a statement. This executive order ensures that the rights of law-abiding Americans to keep and bear arms will be preserved and protected. We will not allow bureaucrats in Washington to erode the freedoms that our founding fathers fought to secure. Oh, that is so good. They're focusing on the bureaucratic state. If you guys have been following this channel for 4 years, you know that the biggest problem is coming from the bureaucratic state. Holy crap, that is strong. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, I'm amped, man. It's been 4 years of pent-up energy on this. The executive order has been met with strong support from Second Amendment advocates who view it as a necessary step to counteract what they see as anti-gun policies enacted during the Biden administration. Yeah, you could say that for sure. All right, now we got some quotes that are kind of supporting behind it, and this is where Pam Bondi comes in at the end of this. And guys, if you are one of the people who are just now coming in, executive orders, Pro 2A, ATF gets smacked, bureaucracy gets smacked. It's everything we wanted. Let's keep going. President Trump's executive order is a bold and necessary move to restore the Second Amendment rights of Americans, said a spokesperson for the NRA. We applaud the president for taking decisive action to protect our constitutional freedoms. However, in here, there's always a however. However, critics argue that the order could undermine efforts to address gun violence and public safety. The entire order was meant to undermine the public safety angle that they try to go with and frame everything from safety. That's what we needed. That's where the bureaucracy gets smacked. That's where the ATF gets smacked. That's the entire point. But let's continue with the naysayers. Quote, this executive order prioritizes the gun lobby over the safety of our community, said a representative from a gun control advocacy group. We need common sense gun laws, not policies that make it easier for dangerous individuals to access firearms. Yep, nope, you're losing. Enjoy. The Attorney General's office is expected to begin its review immediately with a proposed plan of action due within 30 days. For those at home, that would be March 7th. Let's go. Once finalized, the plan will outline specific steps to ensure that federal policies align with the protection of the Second Amendment rights. Guys, this is what we've been waiting for. If you are just now getting in here, Trump signs executive order to protect Second Amendment rights. He goes after the ATF. He goes after the bureaucracy. He goes after everything that they've done from the Biden administration. And this is what we've been waiting for. Guys, send this out. Follow me on X at BradenLOA. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. This is the stuff that we drive forward on. And I hope you guys enjoyed this breaking news because this happened, I'm not kidding, this happened 5 minutes ago. This is incredibly exciting. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you send it everywhere you can, and I will see you on the next one. Enjoy your freedom. I am so down.